Hello folks, once again there's a classic camera from my collection. This is the 1966 Zeiss Werramatic, made in East Germany. It's got some very different features to other cameras. This is a little lens cap here which you unscrew, and it's quite easily lost, but luckily this one isn't. This is a lens hood which you unscrew here, and you can pop it onto the lens. The usual shutter is a between the lens press door shutter this time, and it's speeded to 1/750th of a second. It's got a 2.8 50mm Zeiss Tessar lens, very sharp, and I've done some good 16:12 colour prints with it and black and white. It's a rangefinder camera. This time it's got a coupled rangefinder. There's a rangefinder window there, and there's the viewfinder there. As you focus your lens, the rangefinder moves inside, and when you look through the viewfinder at the back, the usual coincident image rangefinder system comes into play, and you can see two little images. When they overlap, then coincident, they're in focus. It's coupled rangefinder. This has got a very different way of setting the shutter. You have to twist this ring around the lens mount to wind on the film and set the shutter. Now I'll open it from the rear by turning this knob at the back here until it says C on this. I don't know why it's C usually means closed. On this one it means open. Let me take off the back. You can see there's a film. Now when we load the film, it goes anti-clockwise. As I turn the shutter setting ring, it winds on. Let's see now. When you load the film, make certain you get all the cogs on it. Otherwise it won't wind on correctly. There we go, it's going across now. Set it and wind it. You can see the film is going back on itself. When you've taken all 36 frames or 24 frames, you've got to press in a rewind system at the base here, and then you turn the little knob and wind it back into the cassette here. You wind that back into the cassette, but you turn that to rewind. There. It releases the clutch. It's fully flash synchronized. There's a X and M synchronization, and then we've got some little controls here, but unfortunately the previous owners glued them in, because this is a control for an exposure meter. It's set to 200 ASA there, and no matter how I push it, it doesn't move off 200. I can't change it, I'm afraid. This window is for an exposure meter system, and as you look inside the viewfinder here, you can see a needle going up and down. As you alter the aperture or the shutter speed, an exposure meter system goes up and down in the viewfinder. When it's lined up correctly, it should be the correct exposure. I usually use a Western meter and I get it right anyway. So you set your shutter speeds and apertures here against the little line. That is on 2.8 at a 2/50th of a second. And remember to wind it on, you twist it, and then you can fire the shutter here. Beautiful, beautiful sound. But this is interchangeable front elements as well. I don't have any, but you can unscrew this. I've forgotten how you do it now because I haven't got any. And this lens is called a cardinal lens. You can unscrew the front element or bayonet it, and you can put some other lenses on, but they're extremely rare. But at least it's an interesting little camera, and I have done some very good pictures with it. Thanks for watching. Hope you appreciate my efforts, because they're only amateurish at this videoing lark, and watch some more of my classic cameras.